whoever wins this election, and in my estimation, it is most unlikely to be William Ruto. It will be Raila Odinga. Whoever wins will vanquish the one they beat.
This election?
Yes. This election is not about 2022. This election is about long-term game. And if Raila wins, Ruto will never appear on political scene in this country. He will be gone.
You're certain about that?
I'm certain. Wait until Raila wins the election.
How do you destroy?
Then you begin to see how many people currently in Rift Valley who are quiet. Kina Franklin Bed, Kina Zakayo Cheruiyot, Kina all these, Kina Sally Koski. They are quiet because they were suppressed by Ruto when he came on the scene. You wait until Raila wins, you see how they will emerge. The Henry Koskes, although they are getting old. That group of people is going to emerge and they will prop up people like Gideon. And Ruto will be finished even in Rift Valley.
How do you finish someone like Ruto? Someone with numbers, someone
politics. You know how politics works?
A national party.
You know how politics works? People go where there's power. People go where there's power. Because what Raila and Uhuru will do is to empower those people who Ruto had suppressed in the Rift Valley. And these other followers of yours who have been following you, thinking you are winning, the moment you lose, first of all, the shock. Then they are fearing that people will go for them. Then they are told, no, just come, we play politics. They desert you, all of them. You'll see. Wanakimbia na Ruto. They will desert him. You'll see them dancing with Uhuru and Raila. You will not believe it. But that's how politics works. Why do you think Ruto is insisting on UDA being one big party, knowing so well that is what will cost him the presidency? Why would Ruto insist that he will not work with other parties? Yet he knows in this country, if you try to go it alone, however strong your party will be, you will not make it. He knows that. Yet he is insisting UDA will remain one national party, big. And indeed, to the surprise of many, UDA is already a big national party. But this is going to cost him the presidency. He's so aware. Why? Ruto knows he will not be president in 2022. Ruto is not gunning for the presidency in 2022. Ruto is an intelligent politician. He has looked around and come to the conclusion 2022 is not for him. Me, I tell people Ruto is a smart politician, honestly. He knew he could not. He listened to Uhuru. He looked at the plans, all the promises, half cabinet. But behind his mind, he knew he had to have a plan B. Then he started working on it. Look at the way he made friends. All these friends cannot have been made in 2018. There people are saying from 2017, No. These things he started from 2013. Some of the moves, some of the friends he made as early as 2013. Ensuring some of them were elected in strategic places in 2017. Stage managing nominations. You remember Jubilee nominations?
Yes.
That's a smart politician. If Mudavadi went to Raila, the Luyas will vote for Ruto in good numbers. If Kalonzo went to Raila, the Kambas will vote for Ruto in big numbers. And that is dangerous to Uhuru and Raila. So you are creating Mudavadi and Kalonzo to run as a team or individually. If they run as a team, they will force a runoff. If they run individually, they will get useless votes. The only way Ruto can be president. And the Ruto knows it. And sometimes Ruto, I suspect, is sharper than these guys. When he says he's ready for them, they think he will fight the system. No. Ruto can only become president through a movement. A movement, revolution like.
There's a time you said it is the narratives that will shape up politics.
Yes, and that's how he came up with that hustler thing. A movement that makes people drunk. Watu wamelewa, yani akili they are only singing Ruto and hustler. They are singing that they want to ukisimama mbele wanapita na wewe. That's the only way he can become president. But vote at all, he's running against Raila. He can get more votes than Raila. From where? If I rank politicians in this country by sheer ability, how shrewd they are, how much of politicians they are, in the last 20 or so years, number one on the list is President Daniel Toroitich arap Moi, unmatched, unrivaled. Number two on the list of tough politicians, Raila Amolo Odinga. Number three on that list, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Number four, William Samoei Ruto. And I may add, there isn't number five, there isn't number six, there isn't up to number 10. If you are looking for these other politicians, they will begin from number 11. So these four are tough politicians. But the point now I want to make, when you have number two combining with number three, how can number four beat them? That looking at Uhuru Kenyatta as a politician, for example, many people don't understand Uhuru Kenyatta. I've said it before. Actually, there are many, and I think William Ruto is one of them, who underrate and underestimate Uhuru Kenyatta. I've always argued, in terms of politics, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is lethal. But because he plays the long game, he sticks to the grand strategy. He allows you your little victories at the tactical level. He's a general who looks at the big war and after the war. You have said nothing has happened in President Uhuru's government from 2018 when they sidelined you. Nothing. That is a lie. You must recant the lie. But what does it also say? It says it was you who was running the government in 2013 to 2017. What does that speak of Uhuru Kenyatta? There was no President Uhuru Kenyatta. It was you. Until you pronounce yourself on that and say, well, gentlemen, this is just politics. Then how can you talk to Uhuru Kenyatta? While Baba is away, the Oka players are taking advantage and organizing rallies to take the crowd that would otherwise belong to Baba. I looked at the crowd in Kakamega. I said, this is wonderful. The people who have been castigating crowds and saying that crowds are not an indicator of anything are today celebrating the crowds that I saw in Kakamega. People are behaving like the proverbial rat that dances around when the cat is out. So Baba, enjoy your stay and make it a little longer so that good people like Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula and the rest can at least have some space to dance around, address what might appear to be a rally. It is possible that in the interest of this country, Ruto agrees to work with Raila Odinga, and Raila Odinga agrees to work with Ruto. And Uhuru Kenyatta supports them and tries to bring other Kenyans on board, other politicians on board. Number one consideration for a deputy president is loyalty. Loyalty, number one. Loyalty, number two. Loyalty, number three. If you are willing to be somebody's deputy governor, I have refused twice, including this time now, the third time. Some people approach me to be running mate. How? I can't. I know why. Not that I won't be loyal, but I know who I am and the people who are asking me to be. If you are accepting to be running mate and eventually deputy governor, deputy president, You must know nothing surpasses loyalty. You must be loyal to the president. Be prepared to know also that when the red line is crossed, such as Ruto crossed long time ago, you can only resign. That is where this country must go. We must show our children that there is hygiene and there's honor in politics. That you can disagree with somebody, but quietly sort out your differences. But the moment the differences are so enormous, so huge, that they get out in the public, you have to resign. Yes, William Samoei Ruto, you are the spare wheel of the car wheel Uhuru Kenyatta is driving. When you become president, William Samoei Ruto, if you become president, the person you will choose as your running mate, eventual deputy president, will have to be loyal to you. The only way Ruto can be president. And the Ruto knows it. And sometimes Ruto, I suspect, is sharper than these guys. When he says he's ready for them, they think he will fight the system. No. Ruto can only become president through a movement. A movement, revolution like.
There's a time you said it is the narratives that will shape up politics.
Yes, and that's how he came up with that hustler thing. Oh. A movement that makes people drunk. Watu wamelewa, yani akili they are only singing Ruto and hustler. They are singing that they want to ukisimama mbele wanapita na wewe. That's the only way he can become president. But vote at all, he's running against Raila. He can get more votes than Raila. From where?